The only local news teams taking action for you. KIMA KEPR Action News starts now.
Coming up this morning on Action News, more details in the case of a Yakima woman charged in the death of a 16-year-old quadriplegic child. She was in court yesterday where her trial was scheduled, and in the meantime, she's on house arrest. We'll fill you in on the latest. Plus, a report of shots being fired turned into an arrest and several guns being taken off the street. Pasco police say there were no serious injuries, though a car has bullet holes. Adding the investigation is ongoing. We'll get you up to speed on that. And a major roadway project is now finished, complete with a ribbon cutting. It was over at Deschutes and Columbia Center Boulevard in Kennewick, and officials say the years-long project aimed to make sure the intersection can accommodate area growth. We'll hear from city officials. That story and more coming up as you start your day with us right here on Action News. Good Friday morning, everybody. I'm Dave Furtado.
And I'm meteorologist Jefferson Donovan.
And Jefferson, there were a couple of raindrops I felt over in Richland very, very fast.
Yes.
It came and went just like that, but
Yeah.
I know some other areas probably got a little bit more rain yesterday.
That's right. We did see some of those isolated splash and dash showers, as you like to phrase them. Now, today, we're going to be looking at a calm day of weather before some more turbulent weather potentially could move in tomorrow. So yesterday, it really wasn't too bad for a vast majority of us. Most of the activity did stay to our southeast, but there were some rain showers that did pass overhead. Now, in the Tri-Cities this morning, we are waking up to dry and calm weather conditions, and it is going to be a calm day of weather in general. It's going to be a beautiful Friday around eastern Washington and northeast Oregon. Temperatures right now are in the mid-60s, a little bit warmer this time of the morning today than we did see yesterday, and warm is going to be a trend as we go into the weekend. So let's take a look at the weather headlines. It is going to be a nice and calm day of weather on this Friday, mostly sunny skies overhead with highs rising to around average. Tomorrow is going to be warm and bright early in the day, but then as we get towards Saturday evening, there is going to be some thunderstorm chances, and that is what we are going to be focusing on for a bulk of my weathercasts on this Friday. We'll talk about all three of these weather headlines, especially that third one coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. We begin this morning in the Tri-Cities. A man who sexually and physically abused a Kennewick teen is learning how long he'll spend in prison. 38-year-old Lucas Daniel Murphy of New Mexico was sentenced yesterday afternoon to 20 years behind bars, to be followed by a lifetime of supervision. In August of 2021, Murphy started to communicate with a 13-year-old on Snapchat, where he directed the victim to engage in sex acts over live video. Murphy then drove to Kennewick to pick up the victim, drove her back to New Mexico, sexually abusing her along the way and giving her drugs and alcohol. The abuse continued in New Mexico, where she was later rescued in December of 2021.
As United States Attorney and as a parent, these cases involving children strike at the heart of our law enforcement mission. I'm grateful for our partners at the Southeast Regional Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force, and specifically the work of the Kennewick Police Department here, whose dedicated investigations are critical to effective prosecutions that hold those accountable, like Mr. Murphy, who target and abuse vulnerable members of our community.
Now, this case was brought as part of Project Safe Childhood, a nationwide initiative to combat the growing epidemic of child sexual exploitation. And continuing coverage this morning of a Yakima woman charged with second-degree murder and first-degree manslaughter of a quadriplegic child. 51-year-old Darlena Ann Chilson appeared in court for a readiness hearing yesterday. She's accused of neglecting a 16-year-old female in her care. After being taken to the hospital in March of 2016 for severe malnutrition, stage 3 to 4 pressure ulcers, and other medical issues, court documents say the teenager weighed 45 pounds. Doctors say Chilson left unexpectedly just after hospital admission and was unavailable for medical information or consent to treat the victim. The girl died 2 months later, and doctors say neglect prior to admission caused the death. Since then, Chilson has had her caregiver license taken away and is currently on electronic home monitoring. Her trial is set for September 23rd. And a man who was arrested Tuesday may face additional charges after threatening a police officer and his family. Court documents say 59-year-old Michael Joel Robinson was being transported to Yakima County Jail on Tuesday, and he threatened a Yakima Police Department officer using expletive language and making threats of harm towards him and his family members. Robinson said he would kill the officer and that he knew people in the cartel. The inmate lookup shows Robinson has charges of first-degree criminal trespassing and obstructing a law enforcement officer. His bail is set at $2,000, and court documents say there is probable cause for an additional charge of intimidating a public servant. Now to an update on a story we brought you yesterday. Police have now arrested the suspect who shot a juvenile in Pasco earlier this week. Pasco police say the juvenile was found Monday evening with gunshot wound to the torso. This happened in the area of Chapel Hill Boulevard and Belgian Lane near the Circle K off Broadmoor. Police say both the victim and the suspect were identified as juvenile members of rival gangs. On Wednesday, officials found the suspect in an apartment complex in Richland. They surrounded the complex and arrested the juvenile. Although the victim's wound is not serious, it's not considered life-threatening. A shots fired complaint in Pasco turned into an assault arrest and led to the seizure of several guns. Pasco police posted this picture of the evidence to their Facebook page. They say on Monday at around 11 p.m. they responded to the 1700 block of Irving after getting a call about gunshots in the area. Police say two groups were fighting before a car fled the scene and was shot several times, but no serious injuries were reported. A 47-year-old man was arrested on assault charges, and police got a warrant to search a home where they say they found these guns. The investigation is ongoing. On to some lighter news, though. The Ellensburg Police Department has announced their Officer of the Year and the recipient of the Chiefs Award. Detective David Shull has been selected as the 2023 Officer of the Year. Shull has been a detective at the department for the past 12 years, and according to a Facebook post announcing the award, Detective Shull is, quote, a team player who not only shares his investigative knowledge with others, but is also willing to help others at a moment's notice. And the Chiefs Award was given to Captain Dan Hansberry. In a statement, the department says Hansberry has, quote, provided leadership for many years to the Ellensburg Police Department and provided plenty of support to the Washington Special Olympics, CASA, and many committees that impact Ellensburg's quality of life. Hansberry retired in February of this year. Switching gears, the city of Kennewick held a ribbon-cutting ceremony yesterday to celebrate the completion of their major roadway project. Over the last year, construction has been taking place along the intersection of Deschutes Avenue and Columbia Center Boulevard. The project brought multiple improvements to the area, including a roundabout at Colorado Street and Deschutes, a new traffic signal system to accommodate a right turn lane, and extensive improvements to the street, such as fixing curbs, gutters, sidewalks, and storm drainage systems.
The main thing is to position this intersection for the growth it sees today, as well as the growth that's going to occur as we continue to grow out, particularly in Vistafield, the entertainment district area. So it's really making it safer and increasing capacity. We created a mini roundabout so they can do a U-turn and still minimize the impact of the business.
Later this year, crews will start the road expansion near the mall at West Quinault Avenue and Columbia Center. Heritage University in Toppenish is going to be adding another accredited program to their list. The university's Master's in Social Work program has been granted candidacy status by the Council on Social Work Education. The milestone completes the first of 3 benchmarks the program has to satisfy to achieve accreditation, which the university says they plan to acquire in 2026. University officials say the accreditation program will help students have better chances to be hired once they graduate. The university plans to hit the second benchmark by November of 2025 and the final one sometime in 2026. If you need a little bit of a break on the expense of back to school, there's an event today you don't want to miss. The Tri-Cities Community Health Back to School Bash is going on from 9 to 1. There will be free backpacks and school supplies, along with some fun stuff like face painting and balloons. Free haircuts for school kids will also be available. Once again, it starts at 9 a.m. in Pasco at the Tri-Cities Community Health Building at 715 West Court Street. Now, Jefferson, for folks that want to get out that way today, it's going to be a cooler morning. I know temperatures have been below average these last few days. So as we head out the door, what to expect?
Well, I would say that this morning is actually a bit warmer than we have seen over the past couple of mornings. This afternoon, temperatures are going to be on par with what we have seen the past couple of days. And then tomorrow is actually going to be a much warmer day than we have seen recently. So there's a lot going on with temperatures. There's also a lot going on in terms of active weather. But today, it's going to be a calm day of weather, partly cloudy to mostly sunny around eastern Washington and northeast Oregon. You can see those temperatures on your screen rising into the 80s. Now tomorrow we're going to start off relatively calm aside from breezy winds before thunderstorm chances arrive tomorrow evening. We'll talk more about that coming up.
Thanks, Jefferson. The time now is 5:09. Coming up on KEPR KIMA this morning, some state news. A teen is recovering after a bear took a swipe at her while she was taking out the trash. It happened in Kittitas County, and it's the second close encounter with a bear in less than a month. On the other side of the break, we'll break down the attack and the actions by Fish and Wildlife. But later in the show, top stories. Police in Reno, Nevada say 10 service members were injured after a training accident involving a helicopter. Now, not much is known, but we'll share all of the available info. We do have to take a quick break, though, but don't go anywhere. We're just getting started this hour, and there's more news and weather ahead.